Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Jaden. I'm working on becoming a self-published for my book. It is called The Sovereign Mask. Um, yeah, last episode. Let me think. What would you guys have got last episode? Because I had some videos pre-recorded. You guys would have got Gravity, I believe. And yeah, I wasn't gonna continue my Husband at all. I've got like 5 videos pre-recorded already. Um, but a viewer here asked me to react to Don't Cry for Your Daughter's Eve. So we react to that first. As you can see, bottom two, that's another video I've got pre-recorded and ready to upload. So they're coming out daily, don't worry about it. Yeah, before we get into this, I'm working on becoming a self-publisher for my book, like I said, Sovereign Mask. In the description, I've got my Twitch, my gaming channel, and my Patreon. Now my Patreon is free, there's a £1 tier, but ignore it, become a free tier member. And you get weekly updates in the book, as well as so like weekly updates in the book and a whole first file completely for free. So you can try it out if you want to try it out before you buy it, or if you have no interest, ignore it, I guess. Yeah, also link to the original video will be in the description because I'm a reaction channel. I'm going to react, I'm going to talk, I'm going to analyze it, break it down. I'm going to pause a lot, fair warning. So, yeah, if you guys want to watch the video about me pausing, me talking over it, the original video's in the description. Let's do this. I haven't listened to a Lydia song in ages.
A woman with a knowing smile caught my eye. She sat there with a drink alone. Barkeep says they call her original sin.
Okay, wait, so when it says Eve, it's talking about Eve as in Eve from the Bible. Okay, I might be able to, like, actually, break this down a bit, 'cause I do know, like, a fair bit about, not gonna say I know everything, 'cause I definitely don't, but if it's about, like, the Bible, I might have to break it down a bit.
Caught my eye. She sat there with a drink alone. Barkeep says they call her original sin. The very first scapegoat when the trouble set in. Mother to the millions, but a queen to none.
Oh, mother to the millions, but queen to none. I guess that's referring to our, it depends on if you believe in religion or not, but the interpretation that Eve kind of messed everything up, if you think about it, when she listened to the snake and took a bite of the fruit, which I'm trying to remember, was that actually, like, confirmed to be an apple? Or was it just called the forbidden fruit or the fruit of knowledge? I actually don't remember that, but I think a lot of people interpret it as an apple. Or maybe it was specified to be an apple and I forgot. Huh. Keep going.
Sin, the very first scapegoat when the trouble set in.
Okay, I think that's a hint to where the song's going. So the scapegoat is in, so all the blame was pushed on her. Okay. Okay. Oh, I can listen to it more before I start saying what the song's about, obviously, but let's keep going.
To the millions, but a queen to none. She sits and sips her drink unfazed. Barkeep says they'll take her away in a bit. She overstepped and now must pay for her sins. The court is gathered, judge sits low, but round the room. The jury knew God's not gonna help you now, my girl. So save your prayers.
Okay, interesting. Was that character meant to be Lydia? She added herself into the song as like an insert.
So save your
Which, if so, well, wait, I can't find the picture now. Wait, where did it go? Yeah, here. If so, it's interesting. When people do self-inserts, they're usually like the main focus of the song. But it's interesting she's a bystander here, at least for now.
So save your prayers. Legions of daughters, those of you fall for happily curse your name now. Drink from the cup, girl, and in another world, history sings your same vow. Ruled by religion, they speak, but we listen and offer a lamb to the slaughter. Easy to lay the blame onto her altar. His mother dies for daughter. Self-righteousness rooted inside your home. Kid carnival follow their lead. Mothers curse mothers, daughters curse daughters. And
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm not happy to take what I said about the Bible being important in this. And let me say this now. This is very important what I can say. I said the same thing a few years ago, so I want to be clear about this. I don't word things the best. So if anything I say during the video comes off as arrogant or like dismissive or rude, I do apologize for that. I'm not the best with my wording. Let me know in the comments and I'll try explaining what I meant a bit clearer, because if I say anything like blunt, it's just me not wording things the best. But I don't think this song's actually about the Bible. I think Eve is used as a I don't know if placeholder is the right word, but sort of meant to represent this woman in general, and the sort of the cycle of blame as well. It seems like the theme here. With this line here, this line here, Easy can lay the blame to her, but also this line.
Righteousness rooted inside your home, kid cannibal follow their lead. Mothers cast mothers, daughters cast daughters.
See, it's all like the cycle of blame. You blame someone else, they'll blame someone else, cycle all around.
Happily curse your name now.
Also, now that I know what this song's getting into as well, especially with this line about the religion,
Religion they drink from the cup, girl, and in another world history sings the same vow. Ruled by religion, they speak, but we listen. And
I think you can look back at a lot of historical moments, historical tragic moments, like bad moments, and I think you'll find actually quite a few of them. I'm not sure how many. I'm not actually dived into this, but I'm pretty sure quite a few of them will hide behind the quote unquote justification, because it does not justify it at all. But people try using like religion as a shield to their actions, or were quote unquote persuaded by religion. But at the end of the day, those people I don't think actually follow those religions. They use them when they're useful. They hide behind the name. They did it for this. They did it for that. But I feel like that's the line there. Ruled by religion, the people we listen, like people who use religion as a shield to like their horrible acts. I wonder if that's the line too.
offer a lamb to the slaughter, easy to lay the blame onto her altar. His mother dies for daughter. Self-righteousness rooted inside your home, kid cannibal follow their lead. Mothers
So when I got a cough.
cast mothers, daughters
I need to
cast.
get a mic for a second. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. So back into it.
Daughters until
You
the
guys hear the
cycle
song?
repeats. Villainized victims slave to a system, collecting kindling for rock in the
Yeah.
fire. We drop it, your family, please don't cry for your door.
So what am I listening to? What was that?
Daughters cast daughters until the cycle repeats. Villainized victims slave to a system,
Ooh, villainized victim slave to a system.
collecting kindling for rock in the fire. We drop it, your family, please don't cry for your daughter. See.
Because obviously Eve is like the mother of mankind.
Please don't cry for your daughter. See. Please don't cry for your daughter. See. Just as the barkeep said, a mob came to call and took her from her place of rest. She stood and walked herself right out of the door, a path she'd walked so many, many times before.
I wonder if that line's also symbolic. Just as the barkeep said, a mob came to call and took her from a place of rest. Now, as you know, I'm probably reading this line way too much, so tell me to shut up in the comments. I'm reading into it too much. But a place of rest, obviously, you can refer to that as when someone dies, they rest in peace. And took her from a place of rest. They keep bringing her up. You know, I thought that line's back to Eve, but I could be wrong about that, because I know a lot of people say Eve was like the one who messed everything up, and that depends on your religious beliefs. But yeah.
Place of rest. She stood and walked herself right out of the door, a path she'd walked so many,
And
many
also taking herself outside the door also is like taking the blame. I guess that's
times before.
what the song's alluding to.
I was frozen, couldn't move from my seat. You think you'd be a savior, but can't do as you preach.
I like that line. I was frozen, couldn't move from my seat. You think you'd be a savior, but can't do as you preach. Because a lot of people, and this is like to any situation, I think, any horrible situation, when you hear about it, it's easy enough to say, like, oh, if I was there, I would have done this, I would have done that, I would have done this, that. But then when you're actually in the moment, you could freeze up for several reasons, you know? It can be fear of taking the punishment for whatever you're trying to shield. If someone's in a fight and you freeze up, you could be scared of actually like getting involved, getting hit. You can freeze up for several reasons. And I like that Lydia here isn't inserting herself as a character who's fearless, who can stand up, but a much more human character who like is scared of consequences. They're not just fearless, which is a lot more human, obviously.
You think you'd be a savior, but can't do as you preach. Even sorry, you must take the fall for their shame. I'd help you, but
I'd help you, but I risk taking your place. That's back to the cycle of blame.
taking your place. The court is gathered, judge sits low, but round the room, the jury know that's not gonna help you now, my girl. So save your grave. Legions of daughters, those who you fall for, happily curse your name now. Drink from the cup, girl, and in another.
Oh, the kid's the one trying to speak out against it because they haven't grown up enough yet to realize just how severe. Oh, that's a word I need to be careful with. Okay, let me say it first, and I'll break down what I meant after that. How severe the consequences are of speaking out, because the reason I say it like that is consequences don't always come from something bad. Like, you could try helping someone. You could, like, say if someone's in a house that's on fire, you could run into the house and save that person, but the consequences behind that is that you got burned. Speaking out isn't a bad thing, but there'll still be actions that come with it, consequences, if you will. Yeah, you guys hopefully know what I mean by that.
You fall for, happily curse your name now. Drink from the cup, girl, and in another world, history sings the same vow. Ruled by religion, they speak, but we listen.
I guess that's a mum or a sister silencing her. Pretty sure so you don't take the blame.
And offer a lamb to the slaughter, easy to lay the blame on her altar. His mother dies, the daughter. Self-righteousness rooted inside your home, kids can't ever follow their lead. Mothers curse mothers, daughters curse daughters, and so the cycle
Shows it all here as well. The older lady's sort of like okay with what's happening, but the kids not okay with it. They don't understand.
repeats.
Yeah, they're too young to understand the whole thing of pushing the blame on just one person, and to avoid any like, I don't want to say blame yourself because then you're also innocent in some acts, but someone else taking the blame. If you speak up into helping that person, you take the blame as well.
Collecting kindling for out in the fire, we drop it all feet of me. Please don't cry for your daughters.
Hold on, before we get into this, I want to say something. The reason I'm being so careful with my wording is because I am a male, obviously. I am not a female, so I don't want to come on here and speak as if I know everything, you know? I don't want to come in and be like, oh yeah, I know all this stuff. Women feel this way, that way, this way, because I don't. I'm just trying to break down the song, but I've got to be careful because I don't want to say something and sound arrogant that would then sound dismissive of how real life people would feel about it. You know what I mean? I want to make sure no one feels hurt by any sort of thing that might come out arrogant. That's why I'm trying to be careful with my wording because I'm not the best at speaking. Sometimes I can say things that come across very bluntly and very arrogant and very rude. So I'm trying to make sure I word it in a way that gets my point across without coming across in a way I didn't mean it. If that makes sense.
Please don't cry for your
So I'm not trying to act like I understand that women feel. But I feel like so far at least the song is based on a couple of things. The cycle of blame. People doing horrible things under the quote unquote justification of religion. And it seems like, what was the word? I had a word, but it's completely left my mind. I don't know why I do that to myself. I had three things, and then when I said the first two, the third one left my mind. Well, okay.
Please don't cry for your daughters. Mother maiden crown, goddess godless all
Oh,
alone.
goddess godless all alone.
Medusa and the flesh punished for another's mess.
Medusa and the flesh punished for another's mess. Okay, Medusa, Greek mythology. Or was it Norse mythology? I think Medusa's Greek, right? And I don't know Medusa's story. Is Medusa's story the one that involved assault, sexual assault? Because I know Medusa's tattoo is a lot of people get a tattoo as like as a survivor of such assault. Um, I think Medusa's story is the one with where she was assaulted, and then a god punished her. I think it was either Zeus or Athena. I don't. It wasn't Athena. I don't think. I think it was Zeus. Someone punished her with like she turned Link to stone or something like that. I don't quite remember. But yeah, punished for another's mess. If Martin there was where she was assaulted, yet was punished for it. Oh.
Medusa and the flesh punished for another's mess. So you'll take the fall.
Who is Joan of Arc? Or John D. Arc? I'm not sure you say her name. I think I read it as Joan of Arc before, but I think it's John D. Arc. I think that's how you can say it. But yeah, I think that's what I think it could be. Say you'll take the fall for standing just an inch too tall. So obviously I know that I'm going to refer to as you guys know what I'm talking about. But I actually read to a song when we started this channel. I think it was like the third or fourth video on this channel. It was a song by Lydia. And in that video, I didn't know what was happening. So I did some research during the video. And she was burnt at the stake because they accused her of being a witch, I believe. Right? I can rewatch. I can just get that song again, but I'm pretty sure that's what they burnt her for.
And the flesh punished for another's mess.
That's another thing. The witch trials. I think people use religion as well as a reason to burn women for being quote unquote witches.
So you'll take
I could be wrong about that though, so don't take my word on that too much.
for standing just an inch too tall. When the bell doth toll, the ringing calls out for us all. Temptress siren witch, and she stands. The ringing calls out for us all.
Temptress, siren witch. So that's about the witch burning people. I guess also Temptress was also saying women were like. I think that's a sin in the Bible it was referenced. I think. So I'm guessing that's also saying women were blamed for. I think that's what this bit's saying about things women were blamed or accused of being. I know the witches. I think was about religion. I'm not sure about the other two. They were blamed under some man justifying it behind religion or not. But yeah, I feel like Eve is meant to be a symbol towards just like women throughout history. Yeah, I'm trying to be careful if I word this. Obviously, like I said, I'm a male. I'm not the most adept in women's history or even just history in general. So I want to be careful of how I word what I say.
And she stands without a stitch.
And she stands without a snitch.
A lesson never learned. Speak too loud, we'll see you burn.
Speak too loud, we'll see you burn. Okay, yes, like I was saying, speak out, you'll get the punishment.
And your reflection seems to look a whole lot like that Eve.
Ooh, your reflection seems to look a whole lot like that Eve. Because obviously, if we're taking the songs, what I think was the meaning of Eve as a representation of woman, that's like the reflection of Eve. That's why that happens. But also, as people take the blame, Eve, if you believe in the Bible or anything like that, Eve, bit the forbidden fruit, started all that. People put the blame on her. Yeah.
When the bell doth
I did actually read it before. That apparently people said there was a woman before Eve called Lilith. I don't know anything about that. I know she's in Has Been Hotel, but I watched season 1 of that. I'm listening to a song season 2 on the channel, but I have no idea who Lilith is. If it is the same as Has Been Hotel, it was like someone Adam tried laying with, like sleeping with, and she refused. I think or something like that. But I don't know enough about Lilith. Also, what was the other thing I was gonna say? Damn, I left my head. Oh yeah. So also even a symbol for women because no, if we're saying that Eve took the blame, guys, lots of people now are saying that apparently Adam was the first one to bite the fruit. That's why men have got Adam apples. Which is an interesting saying, but I don't think the fruit was ever specified to be an apple. I think it was like interpreted to be one. I don't think it's specified. But yeah, in that case, Eve would have took the blame for something she didn't do. That's sort of what this whole song's about. The cycle. From my opinion, that's the thing about music that I like. Music is art, and art can be interpreted in many different ways. So many different interpretations of the same thing. So for me, I can see the song as being about a bunch of topics. One, cycle of blame. Two, people doing horrible things on their justification or self-justification because it's not justified, but they'll say it is, while hiding behind religion, using it as a shield. And third, it seems that the oppression. I hope I'm saying that word right. Of women throughout history, being put down, also being accused of stuff, being punished that they didn't do, like the witch trials and all that stuff. That's what I see this song being about. But if you guys have any different interpretations, or if I'm just flat out wrong, please tell me in the comments. I'd love to read them. Let's keep going with
Your
this.
reflection seems to look a whole lot like that.
Also, a quick thing about the music. It seems like they're building up for a beat drop here. So I want to see where this goes.
When the bell does toll, the ringing calls out for a soul. Legions of daughters, those who fall for happily cushioned.
Oh, so it's the child who's the first to speak out against it. They actually start. The child who actually shouts out.
Legions of daughters, those who fall for
Also, how would I word what I just heard on the thing? This is gonna sound weird, but it's almost as if that shout is distant. That you saw, it is almost like, you know when you go for like them concerts, the man singing or like the girl singing on a concert, and they sort of like hold the mic out towards the audience and they sing. It sort of sounds like that. Sort of like she was far away from the microphone. The rest of it like the impression that that's the crowd shouting out. I could be wrong though about that, or someone shouting out. But there's probably a better musical term for that, and I just completely missed it. Most likely.
Those who fall for happily cuss your name now. Drink from the cup, girl, and in another world, history sings the same about
Oh wait, there's two people singing the line now.
your name now. Drink from the cup, girl, and in another world, history sings the same
He tries to get
about.
in silence. Lydia's character jumps in.
Ruled by religion, they speak.
So the child's the one who started the like, I wouldn't say rebellion or riot, but started the cycle sneaking out.
We listen.
It was a child who didn't know the I don't want to say consequences. That implies saying bad, but like the actions that follow speaking out. Let me say it like that.
For a lamb to the slaughter, easy to lay the blame.
Even in the
on
crowd, they're arguing with each
There is
other.
mother down the cup, girl, and in another world, history sings the same about. Ruled
I did say I was gonna pause a lot. I did warn you guys.
by religion, they speak, but we listen. And offer a lamb to the slaughter, easy to lay the blame on the altar. His mother dies and dies and dies.
Ooh. As it gets repeated and dies, listening in the background, this whole verse plays
Ruled by
again.
religion, they speak, but we listen. And offer a lamb
In the
to
background,
slaughter,
if you listen closely, you can hear the verse play
lay
again.
the blame on the altar. His mother dies and dies and dies and dies and dies and dies.
Oh wow, a lot of people are helping now. It's all the people from the earlier scene in that I think this is a bar I was meant to be at the start. All the people who wanted to help but were too like, afraid to speak out are helping now. Lydia's character, the girl with glasses, we also saw her there at the bar earlier, and the two women here. Can I actually go back and make sure I'm correct about it? I watched this, obviously I'm not gonna lie. I already heard the original song, so I had to go back and hear the cover. But yeah, we saw Lydia's character nervous to speak out here. Then we saw the others, I believe in the second verse when she's walking out. Yeah, that's the girl with glasses. And as for the other girls, they were here listening. And the kid was obviously part of the crowd. But I like how throughout the animation it showed the people who came to help at the end. I think that's it for this song. We are definitely dropping a like on that one as well. All Lydia's songs are so damn good, bro. But yeah, in my opinion, let me know your interpretation in the comments below. But what I interpret this song as is about three things. I think is what I saw. Cycle of blame. Oh wait, no. Before I said it's all, I believe it was Eve as a symbol for all, like symbol for all women, not just Eve. Obviously with actual references to Eve's history as well. But I think the three topics of the song are the cycle of blame, people using religion as a shield to justify their horrible actions, even though religions don't actually promote them actions, but people will try and twist the words of the Bible or just religion in general to get away with their horrible acts, as well as the oppression of women throughout history, with them being blamed for stuff they didn't do, not being able to speak out, stuff like the witch trial, punishments for people who were innocent. Women in general who were innocent, it was mostly women who were, but I don't think there was any male burnt at the stake, so I don't know why I said mostly women, it was all women burnt at the stake during the witch trials. All for stupid reasons, honestly, ridiculous. But, not ridiculous in a funny way, ridiculous way and stupid. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video somehow. like I said, this video wasn't meant to be the video I was reacting to, but a viewer recommended it, so here you go. And it has definitely made me want to react to more Lydia songs again. So the Lydia reactions is definitely coming back. I got a bit sidetracked with all the other reactions, but after I finish Has Been Hotel, the Lydia songs are coming back. That's for damn sure. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like usual, link in the description to my Patreon, which is free. Get week updates in the book, as well as the first third of it. My gaming channel, my Twitch, and the original video, because this song was 4 minutes and 29 seconds, and the video is 25 minutes and 32 seconds as of speaking. So I spoke a bit too much, but yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, have a great one, and peace.